I can say to my new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, hey, find a keto-friendly restaurant nearby and text it to Beth and Steve. And it does, without me lifting a finger. So I can get in more squats anywhere I can. 1, 2, 3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps. Requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
Imagine what's possible when learning doesn't get in the way of life. At Capella University, our game-changing FlexPath learning format lets you set your own deadlines so you can learn at a time and pace that works for you. It's an education you can tailor to your schedule. That means you don't have to put your life on hold to pursue your professional goals. Instead, enjoy learning your way and earn your degree without missing a beat. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
What is one of the most common parenting challenges? It's getting our kids to sleep. Whether you're a new parent navigating sleepless nights, you have a toddler who thinks bedtime is optional, or a partner who snores, you're not alone, and there's hope. I've got some fantastic resources to help your family get the rest you need. I'm Dr. Wendy Hunter, and I'm the pediatrician next door. I'm that doctor friend you call for practical advice about your kids' health. I mix the science of medicine with the reality of parenting. Sleep is a cornerstone of health for our kids and for us as parents. But here's the thing, every child is different, and what works for one family might not work for another. My first tip is an incredible resource. It's babysleep.com. It's from the Pediatric Sleep Council. This site is a library of very brief videos and articles that address very specific sleep problems, like what to do if your child won't nap. All of the information is from pediatric sleep experts, and it's completely free. They've got everything from articles and videos to FAQs that cover all sorts of topics, like understanding your baby's sleep patterns, how to handle naps, and yes, even those dreaded middle-of-the-night wake-ups. The advice is research-based and delivered in a way that's really easy to understand. It's like having a team of sleep experts right at your fingertips. Here's what I love most about babysleep.com. It's empowering. You'll find answers to common questions, but you'll also get a deeper understanding of how sleep works for kids at each different age. That knowledge can take a lot of the stress and guesswork out of sleep training. For parents who feel like they've tried everything and they're still not getting anywhere, I can't recommend hiring a certified sleep consultant enough. These professionals are like sleep detectives. They will work with you one-on-one to create a customized plan based on your child's specific needs and your personal parenting style. It's collaborative, and that can make a big difference. And sleep consultants are surprisingly inexpensive. I'm excited to share a quick clip from this past week's guest, Brittany Heffet's The Good Night Nurse. Here, she explains some of the most common sleep training methods and shares her advice. A lot of parents are afraid of the cry it out method. So what are misconceptions about it, or what can you say to reassure parents? Or do they have to do it?
Yeah, so cry it out is also referred to as extinction in the sleep training world. So that's when you put your baby in the crib and then you don't come back until the morning, right? So I think that as a sleep consultant and a mother, right, that's sort of hard to tell someone to do. Mm-hmm. Is it unsafe? Absolutely not. Like, I think that if that works for your parenting style, it's fine. But in somebody that feels like as a parent that they want something more parent present, there's absolutely more options, such as the Ferber method or shushing and patting. That's a method in itself. So there are others that you can use that are more parent present that make you feel super involved with the process.
And those are gradual extinction, right?
Yeah, they're gradual. They're check-ins. It's just you're there, right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to feeling like you're not in the room and you're sort of like leaving your baby. I think a lot of parents feel that way. But I always tell parents, no matter what method you're using, you're not leaving your baby to cry. Like, you're tuning into your child's needs, even if they're crying. Like, you're not just turning the monitor off and walking away. Like, you're going to be there every step of the way. And your child is going to know that you love them, despite the fact that there may be some crying, no matter what method you do. Crying, I think we need to normalize it a little bit more, because crying isn't a bad thing. Like, it's the way that babies communicate, and it's the only way they know how to communicate. Like, they can't be like, hey, mom, pick me up. Like, I don't like this. Normalize the crying. If you're going to sleep train, pick a method that you're comfortable with and that you can be consistent with. Because if you pick one that you're on the fence about or you don't feel good about and you're not consistent, you're just going to get frustrated and your baby's going to be confused. That's the advice I would give.
Imagine having someone to cheer you on when you're second guessing yourself, or to tweak the plan when things aren't going as expected. That's what a sleep consultant offers: personalized support and reassurance. Many consultants also offer virtual services, so you can get help no matter where you live. My last tip is that I want to recommend a few additional resources that might help you on your sleep journey. One of the things I like about reading a book, or you can listen to it on audio, or you can take an online course, any of these, the best thing about it is that you and anyone else taking care of the baby can use the same resource, so you're on the same page. Okay, here are some of my favorite options. The first one is a book called Healthy Sleep Habits, Happy Child by Dr. Mike Weisbluth. This classic book covers sleep strategies for children of every age, and it's backed by research. The other book I love is The Happiest Baby on the Block by Harvey Karp. It's really helpful for learning methods to soothe a baby. This is that book that has the 5 S's, if you're familiar with that technique. I used the book Baby Wise to sleep train my son, and I loved that one, so that's another recommendation. And then the last book I recommend is The Sleep Lady's Good Night, Sleep Tight, and that's by Kim West. The thing about this book is that it's a gentle approach to sleep coaching, so it might be more comfortable for a lot of parents. Then lastly, there is the very popular online course, Taking Cara Babies, and the Cara is the C-A-R-A, it's her name. These courses are really popular with new parents, and they're very practical, but she also has a compassionate stance for establishing healthy sleep routines. I actually really wish I had created this resource. Sleep training is not about perfection. It's about progress, so remember that. Some nights are going to be easier than others, and that's okay. Give yourself and your baby grace as you figure out what works best for your family. Here's your action plan. Start by visiting babysleep.com if you need an expert on very specific sleep problems. Next, consider reaching out to a certified sleep consultant if you need extra help. Remember, you are not alone, and there are so many tools and people that are ready to support you. If you found this helpful, please share this episode with a friend who might need some sleep inspiration too, and don't forget to leave a review. That helps other parents to find this show. Sweet dreams. For more from the Pediatrician Next Door, find me on the web at pediatriciannextdoorpodcast.com. If you've got a question about the weird things kids do, send an email to hello@pediatriciannextdoorpodcast.com for a chance to hear your voice on the show. I'm Dr. Wendy Hunter, and I'm the Pediatrician Next Door. This show is produced by Red Rock Music. Make sure to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is you're listening. I'll be back next time with more.